Lacey Spears was a mom with this histrionic personality disorder thing, where she'd do anything to grab attention, even posting videos of her kids' misery on Facebook begging for sympathy. Lizzie Elizabeth Spears was born on October 16th, 1987, had an older brother, Daniel, and an older sister, Rebecca. Unfortunately, her parents were sick. Her mom, Tina, had type 1 diabetes, and her dad, Terry, had hearing loss and gut inflammation. Their relationship wasn't great. Tina was icy cold, never showed affection to Lizzie, and since childhood, Lizzie craved attention, insisting on being the mom. Lizzie was also obsessed with dolls, freaked out if someone touched her doll. When she started school, she studied hard, do chores early just to get attention, even killing her teacher's mom. One day, she goes to her friend's house, lies to their family, saying she's being abused at home, to stay there. But it's all a lie. She'd often go to their neighbors using the same excuse. At 14, she joined a church, telling all sorts of lies, like her hand's broken or she's pregnant due to family abuse just to get noticed. After graduating, she stuck to church, saying she wanted to be a mom, even volunteered as a nanny for other families for free. She even tried getting pregnant with some guys, but no takers. She'd take care of many kids whose moms were at work, and whenever they were with her, they'd get ear infection, but when away, they'd be fine. So they stopped letting Lizzie babysit, but she insisted they were her kids, posting their pictures on Facebook claiming they were adorable. Like she's their mom. She'd got church money and buy tons of dolls, even though she had no kids. One day, she's in her room, setting up a baby crib, goes to a neighbor for help, meets Chris. They get together, and she only wants him for a kid, which happens on December 3rd, 2008. When she's 21, Garrett is born. Chris wants to marry her, start a family, but she refuses. When the baby arrives, she's not happy at all, mistreats Garrett badly. She'd post pictures of her kids every moment on Facebook, documenting Garrett's life from birth 2 days after they discharged. When Garrett's just 4 days old, Lizzie takes him to the hospital, claiming he's feverish, jadwixic, and has hair problems. Thinking it's an infection, but doctors find nothing wrong. She keeps taking Garrett to the hospital, saying he can't eat and his ears bleeding. But doctors find nothing special. So they have to insert a feeding tube when he's just 2 months old. Lizzie documents all this, posting on Facebook, just craving attention. After a while, a nurse gives Garrett a bottle, and surprisingly, he eats well, leaving everyone puzzled. When Lizzie's by his side for a few hours, Garrett suddenly has a seizure. His sodium levels shoot up from 135 to 180, which is weird. He stays in ICU for days, then gets discharged. Lizzie's friends noticed her weird behavior towards Garrett, though he is just a few months old. Lizzie treats him like a grown up, even scolds him like one. Once, lazy Garrett and her friends were eating out. Garrett reaches for Lizzie's food. She slaps his hand away. After a while, Lizzie's uncle gets sick, hospitalized, so Lizzie decides to move to Florida with Garrett to live with Lizzie's grandmother. So, there, she's spinning all sorts of lies, saying, "My kid's sick. They abused me." And after seeing Lizzie's violence towards Garrett, they called child services to check it out. They come, but since there were no signs of abuse on Garrett's body, they think everything's fine and leave. After a while, they move to New York, when Garrett's a bit older, happier, making new friends. Everyone loves him. But a few days later, Lizzie takes him to the hospital, saying he's not feeling well. They set up a room for him, put a camera to monitor him 24/7 to see what's wrong. He's fine, enjoying his kiddie shows. But when his mom takes him to the bathroom and comes back, he's not doing well. His sodium levels were too high. He has a seizure. Nurses were watching Lizzie's behavior. She's not upset, just posting on Facebook about her kid's condition. Garrett's breathing gets weak. And because his immune system was weak, unfortunately, Garrett passes away at 5 years old. Lizzie was the only suspect. Police start investigating. They go to Lizzie's house. She's not there. They find two big containers of salt, but no solid evidence. They take all of Garrett's food and nutrition, including milk, to the lab. When the results come back, they realize there were 11 tablespoons of salt in each of Garrett's meals. Lizzie gets arrested, and after going through the court process, she gets the harshest punishment: life in prison. Case closed.
Convicted killer remained handcuffed throughout the proceeding. As her fate was announced, her attorney asked for the minimum sentence of 15 years to life for the conviction of depraved indifference murder. The DA asked for the max.
Spears should be in school today, and he's not because his mother murdered him.
Ms. Spears, is there anything you'd like to say before sentence?
No, sir.
One does not have to be a psychologist to realize you suffer from a mental illness, known as Munchausen by proxy. By not imposing a maximum sentence on combining punishment with something that you really did not exhibit towards your son, namely mercy.
So it's 20 years to life as a sentence. Her attorneys balked at the mention of mental illness and immediately filed an appeal.
Well, we're not pleased, certainly in light of the fact that we asked for the minimum sentence, and certainly in light of the fact that Lacey maintains innocence.
If you're into crime stories and documentaries, subscribe to our channel because we'll be posting loads of videos every day.